City's banned for 2 years. Hey, City's banned for 2 years. Ho ho! But they're gonna appeal it. But they're gonna appeal it. But they're gonna appeal it. But Liverpool's still 22 points ahead in the Premier League. Wow! Manchester City is banned from the UEFA Champions League for 2 years and fined 30 million euros. Wow! Should we be excited about this as Liverpool fans? I mean, I'm excited that our biggest competition might be going a little down the tubes, but, you know, I hate to see fraud. I don't want to see fraud. Oh, I can't believe it. What a headline. What a headline in this Friday evening. So, why are Manchester City banned for 2 years? Now, here is a quick excerpt of an article from BBC.com, and it states, UEFA launched an investigation after German newspaper Der Spiegel, I don't know how to pronounce that, published leaked documents in November 2018 alleging City had inflated the value of a sponsorship deal, misleading European football's governing body. Interesting. Reports allege City, who have denied the wrongdoing, obviously, deliberately misled UEFA so they could meet FFP rules requiring clubs to break even. City were fined £49 million in 2014 for previous breach of regulations. So, according to the FFP, they have to, I'm a little confused how the whole thing works, but they have to show all of their finances, who they paid, what they got from sponsors. So in order to meet the criteria, they allegedly had to lie about how much money they made from a sponsorship deal. So those are the allegations. They've officially been banned for 2 years, but again, City can appeal that. And here is Manchester City's response to the whole ordeal. And this is from The Guardian. It says, Manchester City alleged in a statement that the outcome had been prejudged from the beginning, and that the process was flawed and consistently leaked, saying the club was disappointed but not surprised by the decision. City said they will appeal the ban and fine at the earliest opportunity. Reading out loud is tough, isn't it? At the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS. The club has always anticipated the ultimate need to seek out an independent body and process the impartially consider the comprehensive body of irrefutable evidence, blah, 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 blah. So obviously they disagree with the decision. Big surprise! And they're going to appeal it, so none of this is official yet. I don't know how the process is going to work and what's going to happen. I mean, I tell you what, it looks like it's going to stand. But again, I don't know 100%. So what does this mean for Manchester City as a club? Well, you know, I don't know 100%, but let's think about it. They're banned from the Champions League for 2 years. So what does that mean? It means a huge loss of income. Huge. They lose all of those TV rights, all the money they get from that. Not to mention all that, they're fined 30 million euros. They're also, the hype goes down. If your team is not in the Champions League, the height of enjoyment goes down. People buy less jerseys. All that type of stuff. You know, when a team is winning, that's obviously when a team, it makes the most money. So this could have big implications for Manchester City. And if you're making less money, what does that mean? You can't buy unless you get some more private investors or however it works. You're not going to buy more players. You are going to potentially go down in the standings of the Premier League. Okay, so these are some pretty big ramifications if this actually goes through, which I think it might. But so those are the ramifications. What about Pep Guardiola? What is Pep Guardiola thinking at this time? He said, what did he say here? He said Pep Guardiola said he could end up being sacked by Manchester City if he failed to win the Champions League just days before the club were sensationally banned from the competition. So they say, we might sack you, Pep Guardiola, if you don't win the Champions League, but you're not going to play in the Champions League for the next 2 years because we're banned. So I don't know what this means for Pep. Could he be looking for an out right now, an out to get out of this club, which would just, again, really hurt the club overall. So, you know, in the end remarks of this video and podcast, in the end, what does it mean for Liverpool? That's what we care about. We're Liverpool fans. You know, we're 22 points ahead in the Premier League. We're going to win it. It's going to happen. We're still in the Champions League. We won the Champions League last year. What this means for Liverpool is, who's our biggest competition right now? Manchester City. Even though, again, we're 22 points ahead, they are our biggest competition in the Premier League. I know they're banned from the Champions League, but again, this could mean even doing worse in the Premier League, not being able to buy players, not having as much money. So for Liverpool, it's good news in that sense. Obviously, we don't want to see fraud. I hate to see clubs, do whatever, embezzle money, all this nonsense. We don't want to see that. But in this case, it helps us out a little bit, don't you think? We're going to win the league. Hey! What an exciting time for Liverpool. But what a headline. Oh my goodness, what a headline this Friday evening. Don't forget, if you like this video, please subscribe on YouTube. And if you're listening on iTunes or Spotify, please subscribe and leave a written review. We always appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Up the Reds. Let's go Liverpool, baby. Woo!